Hey guys, Rob here again, aka Memory Lapse. I'm bringing you another matchup video for my 8-rack primer / your viewing pleasure. So what do we have in this one? This is versus Red Deck Wins, which I don't care where you are, you're going to see Red Deck Wins in a meta because in any given meta, Red Deck Wins can, steal games. So, and it's also cheap to, relatively cheap to put together. So, there's a lot of popularity with Red Deck Wins. It's all over the place. So, I go ahead and I open with Inquisition, and boy, he has got a ton of cards. Now, I remember what I choose here. I don't know if it's the right choice. He's got Hellspark, he's got the Vexing Devil, he's got the Grim Lavamancer. I can bolt his Vexing Devil. I can't, all the other little things are essentially just burn spells. I'm going to reduce 3 damage any one I pick of the other ones. So I end up picking Grim Lavamancer. I don't know if that's the right choice here, but it's it's either between him and the Vexing Devil, so I choose him. The rest of them are just temporary burn spells that I can, Raven's Crime away and stuff like that. So that's what I chose. I don't know if it's right or not. Leave comments if you think it's wrong. Let me know what you would have chosen in that scenario. This is a skill-intensive deck. So, picking the right cards can win or lose games for you. So he exiles his Rift Bolt, which is fine with me. I've got Raven's Crime coming and lots of lands, so Raven's Crime, the old workhorse, doing a lot of work here for us. So I'm going to discard 2 cards from him. He can choose. That's good because I'll agonize over it. So he dumps the Hellspark, which makes sense. You can always cast that later, and we'll see what else he dumps here. I always pitch the fetch lands if I can, so I don't take damage. It's kind of obvious, but little things. It's a game of inches. So he pitches his Shard Volley and his Hellspark. Makes perfect sense that she only's got 1 land, so. His Rift Bolt unsuspends and will burn me, and thus begins the burn. So I'm down to nothing but Raven's Crime and a Lightning Bolt. The Lightning Bolt's going to go on that Vexing, obviously. I don't want to be taking all kinds of damage from him. So the choice with Vexing Devil that I always make, what I always do is I say, can I kill it next turn? And if the answer is no, then I will always take the damage from him. I guess this is all obvious stuff, but I'm going over it just because, sometimes people make misplays and that can lose you games. So if that's, I would never plan on drawing a removal against Vexing Devil when it gives you the option to kill it. So that's my thought process. So I'll Raven's Crime him again. When I've got my 3 lands in play, that's all I ever need is 3 lands with this mana curve. So I've definitely took a lot of the gas out of his tank here. He's still got burn spells, but he has to have a land here at some point. So that'll be 1 card wasted. And I've definitely taken down his. I'm not going to be right, in a couple turns, I will not be in lethal range, which is what Red Deck Wins wants to do. If you can survive to like turn 5 or 6 against Red Deck Wins, if your deck's even remotely competitive, your chances of winning go way up. So I Raven's Crime him, whatever he's got's gone. Let's see, no, he's going to bolt me here, I think. Yeah, okay, so. Unfortunately, the Raven's Crime didn't get me much there, but no problem. He's out of cards here. The only thing he can do is top deck and cast that lowly old Hellspark from the graveyard. This is a red splash on this 8-rack here. There's a lot of different people splashing all kinds of different colors. This one will be the red splash I'm showing you. kind of unfortunately, other than the lightning bolt, I don't think I get to really show you some of the benefits to it. But one thing you'll notice, though, is I haven't taken any damage from my mana base. So this is exactly the type of match where it's important to have a painless mana base. Now, red being a black ally color, it goes a long way here in saving you life. You know, fetching a shock land, taking 3 damage, then casting Thoughtseize on turn 1, only to find out, oops, you're playing a red deck wins, and what do you discard, you know? You discard the Hellspark, you discard the Lightning Bolt. Well, you just took 5 damage and paid a mana, so you just pretty much handed him the game right there with a perfectly strong, you know, turn 1, let's say, you know, you're on the play there. All right, so he gives up. Which I'm fine with. You notice I don't have the Leyline of Sanctity in this. A couple people noticed telling me, you know, they're not using the Leyline of Sanctity. It's probably not worth it. So I dumped them. I put Pyroclasm in the side, and I put Rise and Fall in the deck. So that's the route I decided to take, you know, and I'll just, so this will be the kind of the test of Leyline of Sanctity right here, you know, if I can get through the deck that you wanted against the most, if I can get through this, then I should be okay, you know, I mean, statistically speaking, I'm probably better off without it and making room for others. Now, my sideboard, I will completely agree, is a mess. I've got like Evil Presence in there and freaking Blood Moon. I have a bad habit of losing to a deck, getting, you know, quietly enraged, and then I'll add all kinds of hate for that deck in my sideboard. So it's like the last time I was really messing with this, the sideboard, I lost to a Tron, and it frustrated me, so I put like the Blood Moons and the Evil Presence in there. Probably should have put Sowing Salt instead or something like that, but whatever. I'm working. Sideboard is a work in progress, and I really am sort of focusing now on the deck itself. All right, so I took the damage from Vexing Devil there because I didn't have anything to kill it with next turn. So he's got the Lava Spike and the Rift Bolt. I'll choose the Lava Spike because it's immediate damage, and he'll have to suspend the Rift Bolt. It's not pretty much the same thing. It could matter though sometimes. You know, like if that same choice is there and you have like a Liliana in play, it could make a difference because you could, you know, it won't kill it till the next turn, and then you get a chance to. You won't kill your Liliana until the next turn. You get a chance to, you know, +1, maybe let her survive. All right, so he exiles his Rift Bolt. He's got at least one more land in hand. I'm looking pretty good here. I'll Raven Scryme him. One of the nice things about Red Deck Wins is that it empties its hand for you. So it's not like you have to do too much work to get it down into the, you know, finisher threat range. So he's down to 1 card already. His Rift Bolt comes out of suspension. I've got 2 racks in my hand. Infernal Tutors worked out really great for me, guys. I hope you guys test that out. I believe there's only 2 here in my splash. I was running out of space, so I dropped it down to 2. I was running 3. 2 seems like that's the correct number in your average deck regardless, but I was having fun with it. It's just at Hellbent, it's like a demonic tutor. So, you know, and when we thrive at Hellbent, if we're at Hellbent, it means we've got control of the game pretty much. You know, we're using our Lily, we're hiding behind our bridge, and, you know, oh, let's just tutor for whatever the hell we need. You know, multiple copies of bridge or rack or whatever you want to finish the game with. It's pretty sweet. I've used its standard search mode a bunch of times, and it works good too. I use Lily's +1. It discards. Let's see, I pick here. I guess I'd probably pick the tutor. Yeah, I mean, it's superfluous at this point. I've got all my pieces in place. I've got the rack, I've got bridge, I've got Lily. You know, if he wants to burn Lily, you go right ahead, waste a couple stuff on that. I won't take damage from this. He could just redirect it to Liliana anyway, and then Liliana can always -2 and kill him free. Or I can just play my ensnaring bridge, either or. I think here I'll just play all 3 racks and kill that thing with the -2 of Lily, and just see how that works. I gotta empty my hand anyway at some point to make the ensnaring bridge work. So yeah, racks are gonna be fine for me here. It's a sweet concept, you guys. I mean, 1-mana finishers that are a pain in the ass to remove. It's not even like they're 1-mana critters or, you know, single-use bolts. They're like, you know, repeated use bolts that cost 1 mana, and all you have to do is play your hand to make them work. I mean, and in the meantime, you destroy their whole game. It's like, you know, the finishers have great synergy with your game plan. It's not like your standard turn guys sideways and try and kill them. Alright, so he's killed my Lily, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. He gives up here. So there you go for the Rage Quit at the very end there. I guess that's not Rage Quit. I just beat him. But that's your Red Deck Wins match. You know, I want to put videos up for like all the major decks. And, you know, post your comments. Give me your trolls and your flames. Thumbs up and subscribe and stuff would be cool. And this is Red Splash, 8-rack Red Splash versus Red Deck Wins. Without Leyline of Sanctity, which is kind of neat. You know, I was kind of married to that thing in my sideboard for a long time, and now I feel like I can free it up and check out some new stuff. So let me know what I should put in my sideboard. I think that's the biggest thing that I, you know, kind of need help with. Let's just take a look at it real quick here. I was messing with my USA Super Friends deck for a sec. Where is it? Alright, here it is. And here's my sideboard. It looks like, okay, so 3 Evil Presence, 4 Pyros, 4 Blood Moons, and 4 Leyline of the Void. I think Leyline of the Void is a good one to keep there. That hits a lot of stuff. You know, it's not a silver bullet per se to a lot of things other than, say, what's that get called? Living End. Yeah, I mean, it's a silver bullet to that. But it hurts Pod because all of their persist creatures get exiled. It just really hurts the current version of Storm, which completely relies on now Pyromancer's Ascension and Past in Flames. That's the only way Storm works now. So it hurts them. It hurts, let's see, who else does it hurt? I can't think of anyone else right now, but there's anyone using a graveyard mechanic, okay? If you see somebody abusing the graveyard, you know, you got to have something to hose a graveyard because you're always going to fight somebody again, you know, with it. So yeah, there's Leyline. So let me know what you guys think should go on the sideboard. You know, post in the comments or post on the primer. You guys rock. Thanks for listening to me babble on here. Leave your comments. Later.